Yo, Breezie.
Yo.
We got the schedule reveal coming up this week on Thursday. I think we got some things to talk about before we get there. What you think?
Yeah, let's get to these home opponents, man, because we got to hold the fort down at home.
Let's get it.
What's going on, 49er faithful? Make some noise. Yeah, boy. What's good, Mike? How you doing, fam? How you doing today?
You, my man, with the Rick Flavor Flav, man. That's
Yeah, boy.
I'm doing good, man. Just chilling. You know, another day in paradise, another day above ground. Working hard. You know, it's a good day, man. It's a good day. I got on a shirt that I couldn't fit couple months ago, so I'm excited about that. Now it's all soggy in the arms. It's nasty looking, but I'll work on it, man. I gotta figure something out, you know.
Looking good though. Looking good, you know.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Now, yesterday when we were talking, we got really turned up. We hit on like 4 different things we should discuss, and we're gonna do them later. But we got to go back to that episode. But I wanted to ask you something that has nothing to do with what we talked about yesterday.
Okay.
Have you seen the Netflix special, The Roast of Tom Brady?
Yes.
Do you think Joe Montana would ever do something like that?
No.
Why not?
Just totally different. The time. I don't even think Joe Montana is into that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there wasn't comedy back then, because then if it was Joe Montana time, he would have got roasted by Richard Pryor and some of those comedians, which would have just as, you know.
That
but I don't think Joe Montana has. I don't think he into that is what I'm saying. Brady into that.
Oh, okay. Because some of the jokes that they was getting off was real 1990-ish jokes that I did not expect to hear in 2024.
I mean, they were still funny, and so like some of the jokes that they were getting off. But it had to go back to the 1990s, because maybe that was by design, because that's when he was
coming out of college.
Yeah, like 2000 was when he was drafted, right?
Yeah.
So
yo, man, I laughed so hard at that special though, man. Like
it was the best roast I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've seen roasts, but there was no holds barred on this roast. I mean, dead people was catching strays.
Yeah, it was like, I can't even say what I want to say. It was funny though, man. It was funny.
But shout out to Tom Brady for being like cool, because they like
they was shooting at us.
They was shooting hard, bro. Like from the comedians to people in the crowd to Bill Belichick. I never seen Bill Belichick smile, so that made me feel real good. Like, he's smiling and he cracking jokes, so that was dope.
Yeah, no, that was phenomenal. It was really, really good to see it, actually. So, all right, I just wondered, like, if there was a Niner, past, current, include coaching staff, because Kyle Shanahan was there. I don't know if you saw.
Kyle was there?
Kyle was there. I'm going to send you a picture. Him and his wife were there. He was definitely there. That
was at the LA
staff.
That was in LA, right?
Yeah, it was all done in L.A. Who would you want to have roast in honor of as a 49er?
Like, I'm trying to think of who would have that personality that could sit there and take it, but deliver.
But you get a chance to give it back later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got to be able to deliver it back. Like, you know what I mean? But they take way more than they deliver back.
Yeah, they don't have time to go back and get everybody. I mean, you only get 5 minutes at the end, and everybody sat there for 3 hours.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That I thought about T.O., but I think he'll cry. Like, I think emotionally he'll break down, get personal. Maybe Kittle. Kittle might be a good one. I think Kittle could take the jokes.
Okay. Kittle has that Gronk kind of feel to him. Just
Trent Taylor probably too. Don't you feel like Kittle and Trent Taylor is our Gronk and Edelman? Why do I get that feeling?
I was so mad that you went there. Oh,
but why
man,
do I get that
funny.
feeling, bro? Like that's the vibe I get. Yo, the funniest joke where she was where that chick was like me Gronk me don't like he wasn't stupid to do the crypto. Like that junk was the line.
Me know this not real money.
Me know this not real money. Me Gronk, me know not this real money. Yo, did you watch as they were I'm getting excited. Did you watch as they were panning onto Gronk? He wasn't always making the funny face. He was pissed.
He ain't like some of that stuff. He was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna get y'all back. But I will say this. Gronk actually did really good at the podium. I was pleasantly surprised by his delivery up there.
He did, and then he couldn't read. Like he couldn't read the script.
Did you hear Kevin Hart in the background? Some sound it out, Gronk.
Just sound it out.
Keep going.
Yo, and I
don't
know
it's live.
I didn't know Kevin wasn't supposed to have a mic. He wasn't supposed to.
Yo, don't tell me to sound it out in front of millions of people watching. Sound it out, Gronk.
So me personally, Mike, like listen, personally, I've been to one comedy show.
Okay.
And that's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, it's if they see you, it don't matter.
It's not a lot of DL Hughley's out there anymore, man.
Yes, there is. Yes, there are.
You think if you paid to go to a local comedy spot,
cats will get muffed up afterwards
at the audience though?
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's what makes so for me. I like those improv comedians,
right?
The ones that just see you and they go off of their whole thing, right? And then they have a whole new thing. Those are the best comedians. But I don't think because of today's sensitivity, those comedians might not come back. Like they might be missing after the show.
He asked Tom Brady why he looked like the gay version of Tom Brady.
Tom Brady? Speaking of the gay person, yo, that chick, Sam, she was dope.
She was good.
She was dope.
She was good.
I never heard her before, and I was just like, Sam J.
Yeah.
I never heard of her, and she came out. The women held it down. I thought her and Nikki killed it.
Nikki, yeah, I think they had the best too. I think they really had the best too. And then the dude that what's his name?
Randy Moss was trash. Like
Ben Affleck was trash. Why was he there?
Because that's Batman. I mean, because that's the dude from Boston. They're like great friends.
That was terrible.
He was the worst. It was him and then Randy Moss.
Yeah. But Randy didn't know like they were going to turn up like that, I think.
I felt like, yeah.
I like seeing Gronk freestyle. He's like, I wrote that, and then he started saying like, I'm going off script here. Okay, let me get back. He was just shooting from the hip, man. I liked it. It was good energy in the building and everything. Tom Brady checked what's his name right in the all right. I ain't gonna.
He checked.
Let's
he
get
checked
to his home
the dude.
schedule.
He did check the dude. That was dope.
Ross,
the dude kept the
like,
smile.
Hey, don't make that choke again. Yeah,
he kept the smile on his face though while doing it.
Yeah,
and Rich Eisen asked him on the Rich Eisen show the next morning because Rich Eisen was there too, and Rich was like, "Yo, so Brady told you to shut the F up," and that's not what Brady said. Brady said, "Don't do that shit again."
Yeah.
But to see Rob. All right, listen. F that. We get to the show. Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick are beefing like it's a bad beef. Bro,
I didn't know this.
Bro, the beef, man, that was the whole thing. Like, Kraft didn't want to get rid of Brady. Belichick was ready to move on from Brady. And it was just, and Brady was just like, all right. And that was the beef. Like, and the funniest part was good old Robert Kraft was trying to, like, make amends and just be the bigger guy. Yo, Bill wasn't trying to take that shot, dog. He wasn't trying to do it. I don't know if he was shot out from the first shot or if he wasn't feeling Robert Kraft. But
I was like, yo, he's not even going to drink it. I was watching. I was like, yo, he's not even going to drink this joint.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, like something. Shout out to Robert Kraft for being the bigger guy, though.
Yeah.
And shout out to Bill for at least honoring it. But
he did it.
Yeah.
He did it. I was trying to see him like after it ended.
Oh, Jimmy G caught a stray in this too. That shit was funny.
He sure did. He caught one. All right, come on, man. Let's go.
Dang. We need
that was phenomenal.
We need to recap the roast.
I think Kyle Shanahan would be a good roast.
Nah.
What?
But I would like for Kyle to be one of the roasters. Like I want him to be a person doing the roasting.
You don't think he could take it? You don't think plenty of people got? They would kill.
Kyle. Oh, for sure.
I don't think he could. Jobs in Super Bowls.
You asked me, could he take it? I'm telling you, I don't think he could take it.
This is a Lil Wayne fan, a Yeezy fan. Like he's part of it.
I don't think Kyle could take it. Can he dish it out? For sure. Some people are dishers. Some people can take it.
All right. Okay. All right.
I can't take it. I wouldn't be a taker. I wouldn't even be a disher. I just want to be chilling.
You just want to watch. I just watch from the side.
Yo, hands off, put me at the top of the balcony. Yo.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm gonna figure somebody out that would be really good.
I think it would be Kittle, right? Like, but I think Kittle would be boring giving it back. I don't think Kittle funny.
Right. I agree. I
need like Tom Brady not funny either, but Tom was able to.
It would have to be somebody like Kendrick Bourne, like somebody with like personality to go in there. I think Kendrick Bourne could shoot the dozens with somebody.
But I don't think he could give it. I think he could take it, but I don't think he could dish it.
But we don't know enough of their personalities.
I tell you what, we're going to do a show, and we're going to go givers and takers of the 49ers.
No, we're not calling it that.
Okay, my bad. Pause.
Yes. Oh my God.
My bad.
Oh man.
You know what I'm trying to say though. Yeah. Damn. All right, Mike. So check this out. We got 9 home games this year coming up. What an intro to the show. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We dropping bombs on you, yo. If you didn't see the roast, don't watch it with your kids. And don't watch it with your spouse either, because I don't know. It's
or your priest.
Definitely don't watch it with the priest.
Priest caught strays in the joint.
The Boston.
Even priests weren't.
But like I said, listen, racists caught stuff. Like I'm not gonna say the races. The different religions caught stuff. Like there was no holds bars.
Yeah.
Like, it was hands down.
It was good.
And I'm going to watch it again.
Yeah. That was fun.
And Kevin Hart, man, round of applause to Kevin Hart, yo. I don't think he get enough props for what he does. And I know he does a lot, but Kevin Hart right now is the hardest working man, especially in show business. Like, I don't know what he did to get there. I don't really care, but my point is he putting in that work. And I feel like he don't get his flowers. Like, people don't value him as a comedian. And I'm like, yo, he's funny, but it is what it is. So shout out to Kevin Hart, man. I thought he held that down.
No, he did.
F you, Tom Brady.
Right. I like them randomly just throwing it in there, yeah.
But the way Tom said it back.
At the end, yeah. Yep. I like that.
That was a huge pause, Mike. That was Michael Upshore. That was a huge pause. My bad. Told you I'm getting excited.
All right, so here we go. We're going to talk about these 9 home games, this beautiful graphic. I like this graphic so much. It's part of the show now, guys. We don't usually do this, but the 49ers 2024 home opponents, 9 of them. So that means we got 8 road games. Now, I do have a question for you, Wayne.
Yes.
We saw the image the little video of Debo with the UK thing. It looks like the Niners are going to be playing overseas this year. Does that come out of the home game pots or the away game pots?
It's interesting, right? Because we have one extra home game. And I wonder if they'll take that game on the road. Now, the Niners game that's usually on the road that I believe is a home game, it's when we go to Mexico.
Mexico, yes.
So there's no Mexico this year. So I'm curious to know. It sounds like we're going to be in London this year. So
we'll see.
It depends on who. All right. So if you go back to the schedule, let me see the teams on the home.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I got you. All right. Boom.
So I don't think any of these teams. Maybe the Bears in London. Maybe the Patriots. I know the Patriots play in Germany. I'm just thinking of teams that have played outside the country that have an outside the country game. It might be an away game if we look up the away schedule.
Well, we have to wait till we get there. Okay,
I understand.
All right.
I understand.
So the 2024 schedule for the NFL, it says that there are 4 teams right now. Oh wait, but this says January 2024, which would have recapped last year, then, right? Because it says Jacksonville, Minnesota, and Chicago.
Yeah, we're not playing
the
them,
teams.
Though. We're not playing Jacksonville. We're playing Chicago, though, and Minnesota.
Right. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get to the schedule, though. Let's break this joint down, man. This is a beautiful graphic. I really love this graphic. I'm not going to lie, man. I don't know why I like this so much, but I like this one.
Thanks.
All right. So, I did the wrong thing. Boom. All right, which of those teams would be the hardest challenge for the 49ers at home? Because
you don't gotta re-show it. I got the list here.
No, it's okay. We'll pull it back up here. We'll let people see it also.
I think it's gonna be the Lions or the Chiefs. So I think those are gonna be the 2 hardest games for the Niners.
Oh man. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. We can't beat the Chiefs. So I don't know if that's gonna be the hardest game. Just get ready for the L.
All I'm saying is I did this yesterday when I went through this on the WayneBreezie show, and people got mad at me. And I was like,
"You did this yesterday?"
I did. Yeah, I did my early season prediction, right? So before the schedule drops, because once the schedule drops, it's gonna change because it depends on when we playing these games, teams and stuff like that, right? So when I talked about the Chiefs, it's like, yo, that's the one team Kyle Shanahan can't beat. Like literally. But we do got to figure out how to beat them at some point, right? Like,
no, we don't. Just let them get knocked off by somebody else in the playoffs.
Process of elimination. That's game planning. That's planning.
Yeah. Yep. Let somebody else do it for us. I think the Lions are going to want some more of that revenge, but I think that they're going to be too emotionally charged, kind of like the Eagles were when we played them again this past year. I don't see it. I think the Dan Campbell stuff wears off. And
nah. That's funny you said that because they could have said that about us. Like,
what about us?
About us wearing off and stuff like that. Like a lot of teams felt like the same way. Like we got hot, but we found a way to sustain it. And the only thing that kept us from being hot was injuries to the quarterback position. I want to make that clear. And then
but we haven't fallen off. We haven't shown an ebbs and flows.
And I don't think they will either. They have a quarterback. They have a quarterback that can get them across that line. Like people can sleep on Jared Goff all you want, but and that team is stacked. Like don't forget they got one of the top defenses in the league, and they only added to it.
Shoot, I thought you were talking about the offense because the offense is too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Didn't they lose a run? Did they lose a running back, or they brought back, or they got? They got David Montgomery back? Damn.
They added somebody.
Okay, I felt like they lost. I thought they lost David Montgomery to free agency, but I'm probably wrong. But that combination of running back, that's a crazy combo. Him and Jahmyr Gibbs, that's crazy. And shout out to me, give myself a round of applause. Because on the fantasy football show, because, somebody got to do it. On the fantasy football show, I told everybody Jahmyr Gibbs was going to be better than Bijan Robinson. I told everybody. Jahmyr Gibbs had the slow start, but he had the stronger finish. Bijan Robinson couldn't figure it out in Atlanta. It might be different this year, but last year, that's how it went.
They didn't lose any running backs.
They didn't. That's the year before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we play my quarterback. We going to bust his ass.
Damn, they signed Marcus Davenport?
They signed their secondary is legit. And don't forget they drafted another player in the secondary.
Right.
Like, yeah, the Lions are gonna be tough. And the toughest team to me in the NFC West, I think, is gonna be the Rams.
That's the other thing we got to look at too. So, all right, so we're talking about overall. I think we're both going to go with the Chiefs.
They got DJ Reader too. Shoot. So they added him to the front to the line. Yeah, listen, I ain't scared of no Lion, but they gonna be tough.
No, and they expect him to work too. Like he only signed for $2 million, getting over $25 million.
Oh yeah. Yes, they do. Absolutely, contracts talks.
So we talked about the Chiefs being probably the toughest one with a honorable nod to the Lions. The in-house home game. So I feel like the Niners play the Cardinals really well in Arizona all the time, but the Cardinals for some reason play the Niners closer when they come to California. I don't know why. I feel that way. I could be way off.
No, you're not.
Way off. I feel like every time we play the Cardinals at home,
how can you be way off if that's the truth?
I don't know if it's the truth. That's what I'm saying.
No,
I don't remember.
It's definitely the truth. Like, listen, I'm not saying we've been getting lucky against the Cardinals, but their quarterback will be back, and they just added Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's what it is. They didn't have little man. Damn, that's disrespectful. Crap.
If I had said that, man, I'd have got checked. But
what's his name? Kyler Murray.
Yeah, that's their quarterback.
Whew. So
I think the toughest home of the NFC West for me is always the Rams. It's always Sean McVay and his unconventional behind, yo. And then look, okay. So their biggest loss obviously was Aaron Donald, but then they added Jared Verse and Braden Fisk in the draft. Now I know they rookies, but it's different on defense. Like them, especially up front. Like them dudes are tough. So I can see that being a little bit of a problem for the 49ers offensive line, because now they got a nice little rotation there. And don't forget Byron Young from last year, who was giving us problems. Like I just think that their defense is not. I still don't think they're solid in the secondary, and they added Blake Corum. So you mean to tell me their running backs are Kyron Williams and Blake Corum?
We're gonna have to see, man.
And Sean McVay. Wait, I'm just saying Sean McVay uses his running backs. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, it's funny that everyone thought Sean McVay was done when he got rid of Gurley. Because remember, Gurley was like he was working for sure when McVay first got there.
Facts.
Right? And then it was like, all right, my knees. And they were like, all right, you got to go, bro. And then all of a sudden it was like, who's this guy? Is he worth taking on my fantasy team? And then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, he was. And what about that guy? Oh, yeah, him too. McVay don't care. He going to put him back there like Kyle do. Kyle don't care who his running backs are.
I'm trying to
get that from each other.
I don't know, man. Like, for me, that game is damn even. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they got the receivers, we got the receivers. They got the running backs, we got the running backs. They got a quarterback, we got a quarterback. Like, the only difference between the two quarterbacks is they got a Super Bowl quarterback. No, I can't. They got a Super Bowl quarterback. We don't. Super Bowl winning quarterback, and we don't. So, like, a healthy Matthew Stafford, you know what I'm saying? Like a healthy Matthew Stafford. It depends when you play him. You play him early, I think you beat him. Yeah, well, I think that's where it gets tough. But
that's true.
You get him a little dinged up, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I'm not scared of them. I just feel like we just did the show yesterday. Like they got right. We said that they did. They got right. And we said that we agreed that the Rams had the best draft for the NFC West. Mm-hmm. Oh, and we didn't even bring in their place kicker.
Yes, we did. Remember, we gave him a lot of props for the kicker because it was a 4th or 5th round guy or 6th round, something like that. We were talking about how late they got him. You talking about the drafted guy, right?
Yeah,
that's why I gave him props. I was like, they won that round because he's gonna be their leading scorer. We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's my question for you. The Niners always have a very disappointing home loss. Like every year, it's like, come on, man. Like y'all got to stop this.
It's gonna be, but see, that's the Chiefs game for me.
That's not the okay. All right, you tell me why that's the Chiefs game, and then I'll tell you why it's not the Chiefs game for me.
Okay, so like I feel like the Niners, it's gonna be one of those games that happens like almost mid-season. I feel like we're gonna get a late bye this year. It's gonna be one of those games where we start off hot, and then we run into the Chiefs at home. And we choke. It's going to be one of them games. And so for me, that's why it's disappointing. Now, I'm not expecting to beat them because and I get it, but I do it.
That's why it can't be disappointing.
No. I do expect to win every freaking game, but I understand that the Cards aren't beating the Chiefs, especially in the regular season. And even if we beat them in the regular season, it ain't gonna matter because the game ain't gonna matter. And the reason why I picked that game also is because it's an AFC game. I just don't think Kyle Shanahan gives two flying Fs about AFC games. I just don't think he cares about them. He's not going to show all his cards. He's not going to do this. He's not going to do that. So that game's it's either the Chiefs or maybe the Jets, like one of them two teams. But it can't be the Jets because
stop taking all the good answers.
I'm sorry, but it can't be the Jets, Mike, because Aaron Rodgers can't beat the 49ers.
It don't matter because now he got a Robert Saleh on his side, and Robert Saleh knows his 49ers team, bro. Now the Jets got a good running back. They got a good young wide receiver.
Good running backs now.
Yeah, and they got a good wide receiver. They invested in that offensive line. We know what that defense is going to do if the offense can stay on the field just a little bit. It's going to be. It's going to be.
I just want to see Brandon Ayuk versus Sauce all freaking day. Like, sign me up for that matchup, bro. Sign me up. Because you know why? Because Brandon Ayuk don't talk. He don't talk. And Sauce talks. And that is going to be – and you're going to finally see Sauce get put on his ass. Sorry.
Come see me. Find me on the field.
Yo, finally, he's going to get put on his booty. He's going to get put on the booty. Like, I could feel it. Or he's going to get sauced up. Like the whip route or the stuttering go.
Have him spinning. He gonna put him on skates, man. That's
I'm telling you
about.
Oh yeah, and I said Brandon Ayuk because his ass gonna be signing probably in August.
Okay. All right, man. All right. So,
do we play KC week 1 because that was the Super Bowl? Are we playing
that
him?
Would be dope though. Okay.
Because usually the Super Bowl
Hold up.
So now that changes. So that changes.
So now
the way.
how you feeling about it?
Oh, we busting their ass. Oh, yeah. Nah. No. So can I explain? Can I explain? Because why you always got to give me these looks? Like,
I don't even be saying words.
But the looks say the words.
Floor is yours.
Guess what, Mike? We're gonna have to. You know, it just hit me, and this is way off tangent. But can you get rid of this background? We're gonna have to ask to create a backdrop for the other split screen because I want to use that when I make our reels. I heard that's the better way to do it. So use this where it blows us up and splits us in half.
Oh, you want?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
There we go. So, especially when we have these point talks, maybe you could do it when we're not making point, we're just talking casually. But all right, here we go. So this is why if we play the Chiefs week 1, we beat them. Number 1, the 49ers always start off hot. Always. The Chiefs always start off slow. Just think about our week 1 matchups. Like when we play AFCs, we went on the road last year, played the Steelers, blew them out, right? I'm not saying we're going to blow out the Chiefs, but they start slow. It takes them a minute to figure stuff out. For some reason. It just does. And it's been that way. I'm not saying they lose week 1 games, but they don't play well in week 1 is what I'm trying to say.
They don't come out on fire. So what you're saying is you're scared of them, you want to catch them when they're not ready.
Yeah.
Man, I want to beat the Chiefs ready, mid-season form.
Shit ain't happening.
I don't want no excuses.
But that's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. Andy Reid don't have his boys ready week 1.
So But that's the only way the Niners beat the Chiefs. If it's week 1
I'm
or
just
2.
saying, like, give me them week 1.
That's the only way the Niners get them. Admit it. Week 1 or 2. That's the only way the Niners beat the Chiefs this year in the regular season.
Weeks 1 through 5.
Nah, 5. No, you giving them too much.
No, I'm not. No,
a lot can happen in 5 weeks of football. Don't do that.
No.
They gonna be ready for the Niners by then, and they might be ready sooner because they just came off of whooping us. They just came off of whooping us. You know how easy that final drive was?
First of all, they didn't whip us.
They whooped us, bro.
They did not whip us. They did not whip us. Don't say that they whipped us. They beat us, but they ain't whip us. It's a big difference.
Here we go. How many turnovers we have in the Super Bowl?
It's a big difference, bro. I don't care about the Super Bowl no more. We off
They
that.
literally took the game from the 49ers. That's a whooping. That's a whooping.
That's not a whipping.
You ever take something for your kid that you know they like?
Oh, come on, Mike. Here we go.
How they feel. You ain't got to be mean about it, right? Your kid's sitting there playing the game and you come and do this. Now go sit down. You ain't yell, you ain't raise your voice. You just crushed that kid. You just whooped that kid's soul. That's what they did to us. We had to lead in overtime, and they went down the field like it was nothing. They didn't even break a sweat on that final drive. Yeah. And the guy got in the end zone untouched. They whooped the Niners.
They whipped the Niners in overtime, but they didn't whip the Niners that whole game. If the Niners didn't make their mistakes, all right. No, it's cool. It's cool. But that to me, give me them week 1 through 4. 1 through 5. 1 through 5.
Okay. All right, man. Listen, that's it, man. I think the Jets might be the toughest opponent. I'm never, ever giving credit to the Dallas Cowboys. They're never going to be the toughest opponent for the 49ers.
I'm hoping. I didn't realize that last time we played them, it was a night game because it was still daytime out there. So, like, it just threw me off. But that might be a Sunday night game. It was a Sunday night game. Now that I remember it.
It was Sunday night for us, yeah.
Yeah.
And, by the way, the Bears are a sneaky team for the 49ers. I don't know what's up with them.
I think we get the Bears in London this year.
You think that's the London game?
Yeah. I think they make Minnesota. I don't see Minnesota getting it because they got a new quarterback. Sam Darnold not going to London. Like that, they not going to do that for Sam. Right? And neither are they going to do that for J.J. McCarthy. So I think that's going to be just a regular game. You know what I mean? All right. For me, that's what I think.
Yeah, so no mention. I love that we did this whole thing. We talked about all the teams and barely mentioned that Dallas team. I love that.
Oh, because they're a non-mother factor, bro.
Exactly, man. Listen, we hope y'all enjoyed this one. We're gonna be back tomorrow to review the 8 away games that the 49ers have and see if maybe there's a possibility of a London game in there.
So, Mike, last season, right? All the teams we lost to 2 NFC teams and 3 AFC teams. We lost to the AFC North. The only team we beat was Pittsburgh in week 1, right? And we lost to the Rams last week. So that loss shouldn't really count. And we lost to the Vikings. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when I look at those 9 games, I get the 6-2 vibe. I get a 6-2 vibe. Worst case scenario, 6-3.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that. If I'm looking at these 9, and factoring in what you're saying about how the AFC usually messes with us.
But that was the AFC North. This is the AFC East.
So you gotta give the Lions a shot. Yes, I'm counting the Chiefs as a loss.
So I got the Lions and the Chiefs. I think them the 2 losses. Potentially,
I think we take the Lions, but the Jets are going to be sneaky. I got a feeling, like something about the Jets is going to be weird that game. Like they're going to end up putting that in prime time, like Aaron Rodgers against the team he said he was going to get for not drafting him number 1. They're going to try to hype that joint up. Game. You throw that prime time, you give Aaron Rodgers some extra time to recover from the sleep.
For sure.
Let the Jets turn up, and don't. If this is an early game, that might be an L.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers could beat the 49ers, bro. I just don't. It's something the way Kyle game plans for Aaron Rodgers. And if you think Kyle going to lose to Robert Saleh, you lost your goddamn mind.
All right. We go get up out of here. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Everybody who's watching right now, make sure you guys are locked in, subscribe. Nothing But Niners. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to the WayneBreezie channel as well. Those 2 YouTube channels. We do these things. We're going to alternate back and forth for the show. So make sure you guys are locked in everywhere it is on, okay? And we got Patreons and all that stuff. We're going to break it all down later on, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. You good? We live all the time, kicking it with the fam, bro. That's Breezie. I'm Mike, and this is the B.A.M Show. Peace.